Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Sleep Sleepers series. I've got some pretty interesting stuff to show off today, uh, relating to my plans for next week, and how I'm gonna move the team around because of this. Now, we've got the Rat Squad, and it is gonna be kind of sad to move around the Rat Squad, but you'll see pretty soon. I've got my reasons. So, let's get right into the sleep session review. Hoping for Slowpoke. But I've made plans. If we catch a good Slowpoke here, then the plans might change a little bit. But I've made plans. I'm not going to quite make investments or commit to anything until we're actually at the Super Skill Week. But I'm pretty excited about it because, my goodness, plus 3 main skill levels and 1.5 times skill trigger boost on all skill specialists. Huge for this account. I don't have skill seeds to spare, so having that just makes like almost any skill specialist viable, so I made some interesting considerations. 8 spawn, that's pretty good. That's kind of to be expected with tripled value because of the good sleep event. But next week's going to be interesting. Alrighty, let's see what we see. There's a Primeape, a fully evolved Primeape. That's definitely a new style. Man, lots of new styles. Oh, that's right. That's a boosted thing. I forgot that it's they give more odds of new styles on good sleep events. That explains why there's so many today. 4 new styles. Two Ekans. Well, we're not getting the Slowpoke of our dreams today, but we have the opportunity to catch an Ekans. Actually, we will catch an Ekans. It's guaranteed that we'll catch at least one, because we can feed a Daily Biscuit to one of them. Wow! Got half the Ekans styles today. I think this is the first Primeape we've encountered. It's always good to get new styles. Even if I'm not going to be using Primeape anytime soon. Okay, and then there's Crocolore. Or Croconaw. Crocolore is the Skeledirge middle evolution. Whoops. I thought we already had the 2-star, but we were missing the 1-star. That's interesting. Okay. Oh! 5 new sleep styles. There's also Clefairy. That I didn't see. What do you know? 5 new sleep styles. That is insane to think about. I guess that's probably a pretty regular occasion, though, for newer accounts on good sleep events. Because you're lacking the sleep, especially when you're on an island that you don't spend that much time at. Because you're kind of lacking the styles, and then because of the boosted rates and the higher drowsy power, you probably just encounter a lot of new styles. Oh, man. Give me a minute, everybody. My casting, it died. This happens every now and then on the Sleep Sleepers, because this phone is old and crappy. And what do you know? The game decided to reset in that time, so we have a little bit of a gap in the time here. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about what I'm planning on doing for the next week. So next week is the super skill event, and as you know, we've got a couple skill specialists that we've caught over the last couple times, and this is the team that I'm planning on running. This looks interesting. I have the Sudowoodo already, the first Sudowoodo, but I've got plans for the rest of these guys. We have the Drifloon. It's not a Drifblim yet. And, yeah, that Leafeon, subject to change if I catch a better Slowpoke this week. But I don't think I will. But that is Gerald. Anyway, back into the sleep session. I've teased the team. We'll get into that a little bit more soon. But I do want to finish up the sleep session review first. Also, I'm just realizing... I'll turn the music down a little bit. I think I accidentally had it set a little loud because I had it set for my phone audio. Sorry if the music's been loud. I'm still trying to mess around with audio, get audio right. It's so difficult. Okay, so what we want to catch here, I'd be interested most in probably Clefairy out of all the Pokemon here. But, it's a middle evolution. It's not really guaranteed to be caught. 7 pips. I'd rather, try for some snakes. And if we happen to catch this one without it going all full, then we'll prime the other one. Okay, it went all full, though. Oh well, we still catch one. Still bring one snake home. I'm hoping to give the last island the poison berry dragon, or the poison bug dragon that we all kind of expected to. I'd be a little disappointed if it didn't, because my gosh, Altaria, Butterfree, and Ekans, they need something. They just need something. Which type of candy to send out? I'll send out Fuecoco. Pikachu, I think, is a better Pokemon. Both Skeledirge and Raichu are amazing, don't get me wrong. I think Pikachu's slightly better, but Fuecoco is a little bit rarer than Pichu and Pikachu, so I think more people would be looking for the Skeledirge candy. Or, I guess it's Fuecoco candy. Alrighty, what is this snake that we're looking at? Bashful, that's a neutral nature. Doesn't really matter all that much. It's missing level 10 berry finding, but... if the level 75 and the level 50 skills were swapped, if they did a little flipperoo there, this might be worth it. Might. It's a good temp investment if I wanted just something with helping bonus. If there was something... if there was a Poison Berry Island, it'd be a great temp investment, I feel like, if I had access to it, but this is going to be pretty difficult to justify without a nature boosting that speed even further. Especially since with this much helping speed in the sub-skills, if I get a lot of helping bonus Pokemon over time, it's going to be hitting the speed cap, and it's not going to be benefiting from the help speed S, like, at all. So, now granted, that's long-term thinking, but with a sub-skill spread like this, you're looking at level 75 for viability, you do think that long-term. Normally, I wouldn't think, like, oh, I might hit the speed cap, because the speed cap is such a niche thing, most players never hit it. But with my intentions with this account, I'm intending to have a lot of helping bonus if I can get it. Having Help Speed M and Help Speed S in the sub-skills actually isn't really all that useful for super long-term investments. They're great in the here and now. I would love to have a Pokemon like that in the here and now, but yeah, long-term. So, let's get back to that team that I was looking at. So I'll show off the Pokemon in their current state once it loads, but the long-term, or the next week, is this. Now, these Pokemon aren't quite here yet. This Sudowoodo is. Aside from, I do want to give him another main skill seed. I've got 4 main skill seeds stockpiled, and I'm feeling spendy. I'm not going to do it right away. I want to see what your guys' response to it is in the comments, but my thought line is, a lot of these are kind of long-term investments. The only one that's iffy is the Leafeon. But I'm thinking if I invest like this, then I think 1 main skill seed. If this was before the announcement of main skill seeds going in the free-to-play shop, absolutely I would not be looking to spend this much. But now that I know that they're reliably renewable for even free-to-play, I am a bit more willing to spend them on something that may not be a permanent investment, like this Leafeon. This Leafeon is not necessarily a permanent investment, because ideally I'd catch a Slowpoke that would have helping bonus and some sort of trigger. But if I just put 1 skill seed into it, it's operating at max skill for this week, and I wouldn't be opposed to that. I wouldn't be necessarily 100% opposed to that. Granted, it's only 1 week of productivity, and you're talking about a main skill seed, which you only get 1 per month. But yeah, now this Pikachu, this Halloween or holiday hat Pikachu, I always struggle on my main account for Dream Shards, and I've been just handed a phenomenal Dream Shard Magnet Pokemon. So, oh, whoops, I didn't mean to click that. I had to click the other one. I've been handed a phenomenal Dream Shard Magnet Pokemon in this Holiday Hat Pikachu that I caught near the end of the holiday event. So, I am happy to invest into it. It's got Helping Bonus eventually. It's got Skill Trigger M. I'm not going to Sub-Skill Seed it now because I just don't have the Sub-Skill Seed. I don't even know if I have one. No, I do not. So I can't Sub-Skill Seed it. But that's okay because it's still pretty decent, especially considering that during this event it'll be triggering at 1.5 times rate at a max skill. If I just give it one main skill seed and get it to or I don't even need to give it a main. No, I do need to give it one main skill seed and get it to level 25. If I do that, then it operates at maximum level, which is phenomenal. As you can see here, proc get me roughly 8,000 Dream Shards a day. Those are higher numbers than what I could ever be dreaming of from Sleep Research right now. So I think this is a good option to just stockpile a bunch of Dream Shards for all of our long-term investments for a while and get just a boatload of them right away. It's a very niche thing, but hey, skill specialists are boosted this week, so why not use them? And one skill seed for something that we're going to occasionally be using on the team now and then, especially during Christmas. This guy will go crazy if they do the event similar to how they already did it the past couple times. So I'm not opposed to putting skill seeds into him because I think it'll be a good long-term investment with skill level up M, eventually Helping Bonus at level 50, eventually Help Speed M at level 75 if I get it that high level, and the possibility to sub-skill seed it to get Skill Trigger M. I think this is a decent investment, so one skill seed, not bad. Now, the Leafeon, it's currently, in its current state, Gerald here. Yeah, he's got nothing for trigger, but he's got so much speed that he procs a decent amount. And it's actually a decent healer, and it's got Helping Bonus, which, if you know anything about the whole theory of Helping Bonus healers, you know that having Helping Bonus is phenomenal on the healer. Because it's just reliably on the team, it's going to be providing that consistent Helping Bonus. Now, even it being Energizing Cheer, it does provide a decent boost to the team, and also, notably, I have set my Cyan bonus to what it would be next week. I am going to Cyan Beach. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. I am going to Cyan Beach strictly for the reasoning that I want to catch Slowpoke. Slowpoke's increased spawns, and it's around. I'd like to get a Slowpoke, a good Slowpoke, for potentially more long-term investment than what this Leafeon will be doing me. Drifblim, I've got it. It's a good Pokemon, or it's not a good Pokemon. Oh man, the phone just fell asleep. Okay. I'd like to maybe put a skill seed into it. I've already put a sub-skill seed into it, which I didn't realize at the time was a heftier cost than I thought it'd be, to get that Skill Trigger S to Skill Trigger M. Ideally, we do the same thing at level 25. It's eventually got Skill Level Up S in its sub-skills. It shows this later on, as you can see here. Getting it to there would then, if I put that as Skill Level Up M, then I only have to give it a few more sub-skill seed or main skill seeds if I want to max it. Because if I get it to level 50, then I would only need to give it 3 sub-skill seeds total, or main skill seeds total, to, oh wait, it's going out S though, and, either way, only 4 total. I mean, yes, that's a cost to consider, but long-term, I'm not opposed to it for something like this. It's got Help Speed S, Skill Trigger M, pretty good. So, I think what I want to do is just give one skill seed to all these guys, because then this guy's operating at max skill. I've already given him one main skill seed, which is insane to think about that. And according to the Random calculator, if I do that, if I give them each just one main skill seed, this guy, yeah, he doesn't actually contribute much to the teams in value, but he does contribute pretty well. Now, this Sudowoodo is a Bonsly currently that I have. It's not the best, but it doesn't take much to evolve. It only takes, what, 20 candy? It's already level 12. Just takes 20 candy. Totally worth it to have something that can contribute 30,000 to the team. Whereas if we compared it to, let's say, if I just threw on the best Raticate I could imagine at our current stage in the game. My current Raticate's level 33. If we got this guy to level 33, just like that, Berry Fighting Acid, let's even give it a speed of a help up nature. Heck, let's even make it an Adamant Nature. The best possible Raticate I could have in my current state of the game. It's only producing 20,000. That, compared to this Bonsly, it's just not doing even close to as much with the way that this skill is. The way that the super skills week is boosting skill specialists. This guy is going to be way, way better than like what any berry specialist can give me for the course of this week with that main skill chance up, XP gains down in nature. Because it's boosted by 3 levels. I can't compete with that. So, as you can see here, if I run this team and I give them the skill seed investment that I intend of 1 skill seed per Pokemon, then we're looking at a potential collecting like, like 8,000 Dream Shards per day off of this guy. That's like 52,000 Dream Shards over the course of the week, plus reaching new heights at Cyan Beach that we've never reached before of 1.2 million. I think this would be the first time that we surpass 1 million on Snorlax strength on the Sleepers account, which is a huge milestone. Granted, it's really abusing an event, but I think it's quite a good idea. Like I said, I'm not going to make the skill seed investments yet. The ones that I'm most iffy on are the Leafeon and the Drifblim. Because even if I just only get the Leafeon, if I don't give it any skill seed investment, I'm still reaching like 1.1 mil, which is pretty significant. So I guess I don't really need the max level skill on it, but it'd be kind of nice. So I don't know. Maybe I just make it a Leafeon and then don't invest any further. The Drifblim, I think it's a long-term investment, so I guess we'll see. But I can still surpass the 1 mil mark, even if I just give 1 skill seed to the Holiday Hat Pika and the Sudowoodo. This one in the middle, I'm just evolving, not investing anything else into it. But even just evolving it, making it a Sudowoodo, that alone makes it insane for this week. Which is what I was talking about with interesting considerations. So I'm definitely giving a skill seed to the Holiday Hat Pika. Definitely giving one to the Sudowoodo. The shiny one, that is. But these other ones, I just need to evolve them, is the biggest thing. But I'm willing to invest some potentially. Now, as for candy cost, I'll get rid of the calculator. I'll get rid of the phone screen for this so you can see what I was doing. I need to actually get them to where I showed them being in order for this team to actually work how I want it to. Now, I've counted up my candies and used the XP table in the Rain9X calculator to figure out how many skill or Handy Candy S that I'd have to invest to get them to where they're at. Now, I'm putting my 1 Handy Candy M into the Drifloon, make it a Drifblim. It's going to take about 6 extra Handy Candies S to get it to be evolved. The Bonsly will just take 4 Handy Candy S, so I've just budgeted that out of 10 for the 2 of those. Now, that may be less because I'll potentially get more candy from now between then, but I just want, as a minimum estimate, to make sure that I'll be there at the time. Gerald, the Eevee, he only needs 3 Handy Candy S to evolve to get him to where I want him to be. Now, the big expense is the Pika. This guy, he'll take roughly 20 Handy Candies to do that. But if I sleep with them for 1 night, 2 nights, or 3 nights, then I can get these costs down to this. If I sleep for 4 nights, then I get it down to this, which would be just 26 Handy Candy S on top of the expense of the Handy Candy M for the Drifloon. That gets me to a point where 26 Handy Candy S, that's actually what's currently in my bag. So we can make this target and make this team possible. And this is an estimate of if I don't collect any candies from now till then. The only thing that I have to do is swap my team around so I start collecting sleep XP on them. And also, I just realized I didn't even account for the fact that tonight there's an XP boost because of the Good Sleep event. So it should be even easier than what I've accounted for. But in order to do that, we need to run this team, which levels up, targets those specific Pokemon that need the XP, while still running some of my strongest Pokemon, because it's running the Sudowoodo, the Eevee, and the two berry specialists that I've been relying on, while also getting that sleep XP on those important targets. Now, I did say I was going to invest a main skill seed into this guy to get him to skill level 4, so he'll be proccing at level 7 for the event. And he's a really long-term investment, being a shiny. I'm just going to do that now. I'm going to hold off on the seeds for everything else, just to get some feedback. But hey, strength now is better than strength later. So this guy's intended to be long-term, so that's what we're doing with him. The shiny Sudowoodo continues to get stronger. Hopefully when we get to level... I really hope that at level 50, whenever I do give this guy a sub-skill seed, because I hope to have one by then, that I can hopefully get lucky and it not give me Ingredient Finder, because that'd be so useless on him. But anyway, that's a discussion for another day. As for now, this is our temporary plans, long-term plans. Let's see how it goes. So, yeah. Anyway, if you have enjoyed the video and the discussion, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. As always, I thank you guys for watching and hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.